we have to talk about something, and it's kind of an underrated topic. Managers should all strive to become better teachers. It could define their success or not in their roles. Let's cover the why and the how. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Will, and I cover everything about education, especially in tech. Alright, let's start with the why. When I say become a better teacher, I mean to be more knowledgeable in how individuals learn. As a manager, you have to get things done through the people working with you, so being a manager means to delegate tasks, projects, or missions, so your team's success depends on others' success. Now, there are two scenarios. Scenario 1, you work with people who know better than you on how to do that mission. In that case, good on you, it should go smoothly. Scenario 2, you could be doing the mission better than the person who will be doing it, but you don't have the time to do it, so that person is doing it. This is the part which is risky. Here are a couple of things you'll have to do. Provide the requirements of the mission, give context on why it's important, define the main milestones of the project, identify how the mission should be reported on, and much more. Bottom line is, there's a lot of stuff to take care of. It would be a mistake to assume that once the information is dumped, the mission will take care of itself. This could be true in some instances, but not all the time. And yet, you don't want to be micromanaging the project either. You have bigger fish to fry. So what solution is left? Well, you have to empower, enable, teach the person to carry that mission. And enabling entails a lot of things. Assessing what they need to learn, how they will learn it, making sure they have retained it, and much more. And if you don't know how to do all those things, you're going to need to learn. We've identified why it's important. Let's go to the how. I want to specify 3 main points on the how, only to at least have your toes dipped in the water. First, realize that this is a valuable domain for you to learn, that it makes sense for you to invest time in it, and that learning this is not a waste of time. I'm not saying you need to become an expert in this domain, but I am saying you should become dangerous enough to understand the fundamentals of the field. Secondly, subscribe to this channel. Now, I'm only half joking. I do believe that you should consume content in this domain. This could be on YouTube, of course, by searching instructional design, but there are also awesome structured courses, and I'll point out to a few in the description below. The goal here is for you to learn concepts. For example, assessment, learning objectives, frameworks like ADDIE and SAM, and much, much more. And there's a bonus of attending a structured course. You can also analyze how the course is structured and see how you're being taught. I know it's super meta. If you're more of a book reader, then I recommend Make It Stick, which is awesome in summarizing major concepts. Thirdly, observe and notice. In light of this information, try to see how education is either neglected or poorly done in your organization. You don't need to take action right away. Try to note down when someone was put in a bad situation because they were not enabled to carry the mission. And we'll talk about how to solve this at a later time. There you go. Here was the why managers should become better teachers and some of the how to start it. Good luck. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.